Good evening, everyone. My name is Moses Cortez. Imagine waking up every day feeling like there is a heavy weight being pressed down on your chest, suffocating your every breath, feeling like you can't escape these thoughts and these emotions that you're going through every day. This is a harsh reality for millions of Americans and a nightmare for them as well. Mental health, that's what we're going to be speaking about today. Early warning signs of suicide, early warning signs of depression, and how you can get help. So, why is mental health important, you may ask? Mental health helps us deal with the stresses of everyday life. So, every day you'll be feeling these stresses. Sometimes they'll be going really good, or sometimes they'll be going really bad. And that's where our mental health really comes in. Having the mental resilience when we're feeling really bad or stressed out in our own life helps us deal with those things, those setbacks that we have, make for greater comebacks in our life. According to the American Psychology Association, adults ages 35 to 44 experienced the highest increase in mental health diagnosis at 45% reported in 2023, compared with 31% in 2019. Adult ages 13 to 34 reported the highest rate of mental illness at 50% in 2023. So, despite all the progress we've been making in raising awareness about mental health, there's still much work that needs to be done. Those that suffer in silence shouldn't suffer in silence alone. Due to fear of judgment or shame, they don't seek help. And I want to break down that barrier today and empower people to share their struggles that they go through without fear or discrimination or the stigma of not being able to talk about mental health. So, mental health affects everybody. It can affect all ages, races, or genders. Depression is one of the most common mental illnesses that connects with mental health. Everyone has felt some sort of deep sadness in their life or even depression. For example, me, going from the US to Japan, flying all the way, losing my friends and my family, and starting fresh. I had nobody to talk to and nobody to help me with my mental health that I was going through and my depression, staying in my room all day. Eventually, I did make some new friends and make a good support system that helped me out. Instead of being stuck in my dorm room, I went out and I interacted with people and I touched grass and I saw the sun, and it was amazing. So I want to break down that barrier where suffering in silence is so normalized. Some signs of depression are feeling sad or hopelessness, loss of interest in your pleasures or your hobbies as well, thoughts of suicide or death attempts, changes in weight as well. If somebody gets really skinny out of nowhere and their head is down all the time, they're not making eye contact with you as much or not talking with you as much, that is a early warning sign of depression. The Mental Health of America stated major depression is one of the most common mental illnesses affecting more than 8% of Americans, which is 21 million people. 15% of the youth, which is 3.7 million. Prolonged depression that goes undiagnosed can often lead to thoughts of self-harm, and the only way that they're feeling these thoughts is to take their own life, sadly. When it goes undiagnosed for so long and you feel like there's nobody you could talk to, and you feel like there's no way out, there's no escape, the only escape is obviously to take your own life. And some early warning signs of that, or giving away your valued possessions, saying your goodbyes, writing letters, extreme like mood swings, abuse of alcohol and drugs as well. According to the CDC, leading causes of death reports in 2021, suicide was the 11th leading cause of death overall in the United States, taking the lives of 48,100 people. To get help, call 988 or text 988, chat at 988lifelong.org. Crisis text line, text hello to 741-741 as well. In conclusion, today we talked about mental health, early warning signs of suicide and depression, and why mental health is important as well. As we depart today, I want you guys to know that mental health is not a weakness. It is something that needs to be strengthened and talked about more as a fundamental aspect of our life, just like our physical health as well. We need to talk about it more to be able to understand it better. Let us foster an understanding and compassion and support for those that are battling their inner demons so they don't have to suffer alone in silence. Let us flourish a community where everybody can blossom, and together we can create a world where nobody has to suffer in silence anymore. Thank you.